All right. Gonna start off today with a 1v1 between Sir Sanity and Allen West. We got Allen West in blue playing as the Brits. Opening straight for tier 1, no extra sapper, no MG. And we've got, excuse me, Sir Sanity in the red playing as Wehrmacht, double pile and Kettenkrad start. So lots of early capping power. And we are on Taranto coastline. I do want to add a part of the overlay that has the map name here. I really appreciate when I watch like Age of Empires, they always have the map name somewhere. For people who might not be as familiar with the maps. Nikolai, hello. Welcome back.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
So you can see this is a pretty evenly matched, very equal ELOs, equal rank. So it should be a pretty good one. We'll see how these roughly 900 ELO players tackle a different map like Taranto Coastline. And we can see at the beginning, Sir Sanity is going straight for these fuels with his first pile, which is pretty typical. That's usually what you do on this map. But Allen West completely neglecting all the fuel on the map, which is very interesting. Probably not recommended unless you're trying to rush VPs. But his first section doesn't even go to the VP down here. It goes for this this strategic point. But with two sections here, he will get early control of the middle. And late game, a lot of fighting happens over this middle area. So getting it early could be advantageous for him, as both players are queuing up a machine gun now. And see, Sanity is coming here with his Kettenkrad to try to decap some of the fuels, and none of them are even capped yet. This plus 10 will be connected through the strategic point and munitions here. And we have both piles coming toward the mid for this medium munitions point. The Kettenkrad caps this fuel, which isn't connected, but it is going to then take longer for Allen West to connect it. If Sanity really wanted to cut him off, he'd have to cap this, which I think he was maybe going to till the section came over, or he's going to have to cap this medium munitions here, which it looks like his Pioneers might be going toward. So that will cut Allen West off the fuel. And if you're Sanity, you should recognize that none of this was connected when you came over with the Ketten, and you decap this, and now you're hopefully going to cut them off here. You should have some kind of idea that you might have a decent fuel advantage over your opponent, and maybe rush out a light vehicle. An early 221 could be pretty devastating. Even a Stummel half-track could be nice, because you know you're going to have decent timing on that, where a Humber is not going to come out and punish you right away. And Sanity did invest fuel in, or maybe it was infantry training. Okay, he had it queued up. So he's going for infantry training on his tier 1. So he is going to be spending his fuel advantage on that. And a decent number of units. Actually, not really. Do the Pios get benefits from that? I don't think so. If they don't, maybe not the best investment with only 3 units from your tier 1.
A fuel point is being overrun.
Mine gets the Kettenkrad on the high fuel, so nice mine by Allen West. This is a problem I always have with using Kettenkrads. I just end up hitting a mine because I'm not diligent enough about having a sweeper go up there first.
Enemies pushing the line. Try trying to take one of our points.
Okay, but it does look like the officers' quarters for Tier 1 does apply to Pioneers, which is good for Sanity. And this fight in the bottom quickly swinging in the favor of the sections. It was pretty even for a little bit. But you saw the icon above the sections there. They were getting that bonus at Vet 1 for what they're shooting at not being in cover, because those Grenadiers weren't quite in the green cover there. Even though at that range, it doesn't actually give any benefit, it still gives a bonus to the section. So Sanity now in control of the mid and should hopefully be able to start getting some VP drain on his opponent here, as the MG42 sets up right in the middle. That being said, there is a presence of some British infantry up in the north can harass this VP and even the fuels over here. And a second MG42 for Sanity here. Pioneers trying to get around the MG, and they do, but one still has to retreat. The other's probably going to have to retreat it once the Sapper shifts focus and the MG rotates. Grenade on the section here. The section tries to dodge, but instead runs right into it, so now has to retreat. There is healing up in the base, so these models are pretty low health, but they'll be healed up. On the other side, Sanity does not have healing yet. He could go for the bunker, but usually at this ELO, people just go for the healing here, which is a fine choice. And in case you didn't know, there will be like a little medic flag on top of the HQ once it's upgraded, so we'll be able to see that. Got tank traps being built. See my... Oh, tank traps being built by All in West. That's interesting. Just really doesn't want Sanity to bring vehicles down here, I guess. But he's going to want to stop building. Okay, there he goes. Grenade on the MG in the house. Only health damage though, no model drops, and the squad gets suppressed, so squad will be forced away here. Sanity does lose his high fuel, and because these munitions points are capped by All in West, that will actually be connected for him. So we'll see this fuel advantage 41 to 13 right now, because this fuel's taken too, so Sanity's early fuel advantage is going to quickly disappear with that disparity. And he hasn't really capitalized on it. No light vehicles. He got the Vet 1 officer training, and that's it. And another Grenadier now. So probably would have liked to see that fuel turned into some pressure. Then that's going to help you control your fuel, so the Brit player can't have this kind of fuel come back. Because if you had a 221 or a Stommel on the field now, it's so much easier to rotate around and force these squads away. Especially on a map like Taranto, this is a long retreat path back to your base. A 221 can do a lot of damage on retreat and possibly get a squad wipe. Especially a 4-model squad, it's like 75% health. So you really want to try to capitalize on your early fuel leads by turning that into some kind of pressure against your opponent. Just going for MGs and Grenadiers isn't really pressuring your opponent too much. Not as much as a light vehicle would impact it. All in West, though, determined to complete these tank traps in the south, which could be annoying. I don't even know how easy these are to destroy with an anti-tank gun or something. And Sanity doesn't even have one, although he is... Oh, he's building a Flak 38 emplacement. Where's he building that? Can I double-click and see? No? Up here in the top. That's an interesting spot. I feel like if you're going to build it on this map, it would probably be by the south VP in the mid. a boys AT rifle in one of the sections, which is a really interesting choice against Wehrmacht when you haven't even seen a light vehicle. Probably not what you want to go for. You have your platoon HQ, so you could be getting an AT gun, you could get a Humber, a Stewart, something. So both players looks like just don't want to build light vehicles, and now we've got a 251 being built from Sanity, but after the 10-minute mark, that 251 could have been on the field. With the fuel control you had, 5-minute mark maybe? 5.5? So, pretty delayed on that. Grenadier forced away, does decap this fuel, but doesn't cut off the other fuels in the process. Although he is going for that now, but runs straight into a Vickers machine gun and has to retreat. 251 comes up here and is being upgraded with the Stonewall conversion. So, I think this is a good choice in general, just coming way too late here. I mean, look at what All-in West is floating now. All-in West could build to tier 4 and almost have a Crusader out by now. And this 251 is being forced away by the boys AT section. One thing that is nice about CoH3 is seeing the damage. Like, that flamethrower was shooting at this 250 and maybe not really doing too much health damage, since that mostly came from the boys AT, but just seeing graphically, like, this was in combat, this took some flame damage. It's pretty cool. Ooh, MG42 setting up right in front of the sappers. Should still be okay, though. And the sappers are going to have to retreat out of there. So I don't think this flak gun's fired a single shot yet. There is an MG in this house, which I'm guessing is preventing Sanity from connecting that VP. But is about to cap this VP. And now this flak shoots. So the Pioneer got vision on the Vickers here when the Vickers started shooting at it. So the flak opens up on the MG in return. Well, for a little bit anyway.
Heavy mortars are available to deploy.
Can it only hit, like, the front windows? And when the MG was at the side window and some of the models were dead, it just couldn't reach anymore? It's interesting. This Vicker is down to one model, but the flak no longer has vision. Stommel forcing away Vickers in the bottom. So here, Sanity capped this VP a little bit ago. When you're taking kind of a free cap like that, that's not being defended as Wehrmacht, you just want to build some sandbags against the edge of the VP. So when your opponent tries to push you off, you have some green cover to use while you hold it. Or in the future, you have green cover to use while you recap it. Something you want to really try to incorporate as Wehrmacht is building sandbags with your Grenadiers. It's something I didn't do when I first started playing CoH3. Just kind of used whatever cover was available, but once you get it in your mindset, into your muscle memory, you'll just start building sandbags like all the time, and it gives you so much... It gives you a much better position to fight from, which you kind of need with the Grenadiers.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
So we have a bunker being built
Another 4.2-inch mortar is
down
awaiting
here.
deployment.
So it wants to control this fuel with a bunker, I guess. I was wondering if that was going to come in base as healing. Did he get healing yet? So he did. So you can see this medical flag here. So there is healing on the HQ. And did he tech tier 4?
Overrun. The
Yeah.
enemy has it.
Wait, no. He teched Luftwaffe and Panzer Grenadier Company. He hasn't gotten anything from Luftwaffe Company. Is he trying to go Ostwins? Which, you know, could have been a good idea 6 minutes ago. But if that's the case now, I'm not really sure what he's doing. We got the 4-inch mortar, it looks like, from the Indian Artillery Battle Group, which I failed to call out. Also failed to call out Luftwaffe Battle Group for Sanity, which that strafing run was the first thing. Oh no, he used the Flak 38 before that. Interesting going Luftwaffe Battle Group and not going for Fallschirm Pioneers or Fallschirm Jägers. The guards taking this fight from far away, not trying to close the distance and not being supported really by these other units over here. And just constant manpower bleed here from this Vickers machine gun. It's constantly getting barraged and reinforced. The Boys AT forces away the 251 Stummel. And the base howitzer decruise at least the Flak 38. One more hit should destroy the weapon. And there it goes. So Flak 38, not worth it. It took down the health of a Vickers, took down the health of a Tommy section. Never got control of this VP from it even. So pretty big waste there. I think it's something that I see low ELO players do. I don't want to say a lot, but definitely more often than it happens at higher ELOs is build emplacements in a 1v1. It's just kind of just doesn't really work for you most of the time unless it's late game and you have no pop cap space and you're trying to spend your manpower on something. But in general, emplacements in a 1v1 are not great except in niche circumstances. We do have a mobile flak now out on the field for Sanity, so he did use the Luftwaffe headquarters for something. I don't think it was worth it, to be honest. I think going straight to tier 4, getting some tanks out would have been better. You already have 2 machine guns. Don't really know what you need this for at this stage. Like, I'm not sure what this is going to do that a machine gun couldn't. Unless there was like a Humber on the field or something, you needed something that can deal with the light vehicles a little better, but that's just not the case. And V42 suppresses that section there. And the 4-inch mortar detonates a mine that was behind this Flak. Flak needs to rotate here. There he goes. Now he's starting to. It might be too late. Ooh. Able to get out of there. Just barely. Pioneer goes down in the north at this high fuel as the section takes it back. So, I mean, pretty good job keeping both Pioneers alive to this point. It can be difficult, especially at these lower ELOs. Paying that much attention to these fragile squads can be difficult. A chase here might have gotten the sapper. Might have just gotten suppressed by the Vickers, though. But that sapper is really low. And a Grant coming out for All in West now. So this is where from Sanity, I mean, he's got 135 fuel now. He could have had a Panzer for 40 fuel ago. So probably 2 minutes ago, maybe. And if you consider that he built Luftwaffe Battle Group 2, or Luftwaffe Headquarters, he could have had this, could have had 2 Panzer IVs out by now. That's kind of what you'd want up against a Grant, is to already have 2. And I think instead of the Flak 38, a pack would have been a better investment if you're not going to have the Luftwaffe Headquarters. This 2 Panzer IVs and a pack going up against the Grant feels a lot better. But so Sanity is making use of these battle groups. Called in that dive bomb, or glide bomb it sort of is, on the machine gun. The strafing run on the section. Machine gun, unfortunately for him, is still in the house locking things down, but yeah, I was going to say, if he could get a grenade on it, could probably wipe it, but he's going to have to retreat here. He's going to lose the squad.
The enemy is pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
He's barely gonna get away as long as nothing is on his retreat path, which there is not. The stumble pushing in by itself is never a good idea, but especially the Grant out here. Lucky for him, the Grant rolls by. Maybe going straight for this bunker. As this Vickers does retreat from this house, it was low health, so getting out of there now. Stummel's coming up to deal with the Vickers, but it already retreated. We'll have a nice greeting for the sappers, though. And that bunker is destroyed in the south by the Grant. Sappers have to retreat. Pretty lucky not to drop a model there, so no manpower lost. Panzer IV is coming up. That's a cool camo. I don't think I've seen that camo. I like that. Wow. Is this the autumn one, I guess, because it's got the leaves? Driving through the little pavilion there. But face to face with foot guards and AT rifles and a Grant. Ooh. And it goes down. The Stummel's gonna have to get out of there. Oh no. So not the entrance you would have wanted for your Panzer IV, and the Stummel goes down. And while he had control of this area, did not get this VP. Could have had some nice VP pressure with a triple cap here. Does not go for it. Is he going to try to go for a Faust? The Faust here doesn't really get you anything. I don't know if he just forgot about the squad then. This might die, and it does. So, oh. Look at the army value now. 71 for All in West, 38 for Sanity. So, I mean, honestly, kind of a throw there. And here, like, there's no reason to charge your infantry. You want to get these Fausts, but for what? You're just spending these munitions for nothing. You have no follow-up.
We're losing a fuel point.
So Pioneer is probably going to be forced away by the section here. Trying to recap his fuel. Sanity is.
We've lost the sector to the enemy.
Refusing to drop in health anymore. And these Pioneers are probably going to give their lives, but do cap the VP here. So the triple cap is on. And this Pioneer barely gets away. So now section is capping the VP back. And All in West does have to pay attention to the VPs. He has a clear advantage now in army value, but so much of that army has just been sitting in or right outside his base this whole time. This mortar hasn't really pushed up, but it doesn't have to really. This Vickers, though, I feel like has been in this field for a majority of the game. It's kind of weird. Another Vickers has been in this house up here, but at least that's been stopping Sanity from getting this VP a lot. And a little standoff here between the two MGs. Just looking at each other down the road. But maybe some kind of truce enacted. Of course, I'm joking, they can't see each other in the game. But it does kind of show it is a bit silly, the vision restrictions in the game, but that's, you know, makes sense for how big the maps are. And that MG42 immediately dies to 2 grants, so things not looking good for Sanity at all. The only thing he has going for himself right now is this VP drain, which is kind of inexcusable at this point from All in West. He's got to cap another VP. It's really no reason for him not to. And there he is. He's capping the top VP with foot guards, but this bottom VP, I mean, he just had his tanks roll through. Something's got to cap this. You don't need 2 units down here at this point. Ooh, Stas trooping up here. Just hit the field, and they're going to go down if they don't get out of here now. There they go. They start retreating. And now a Pack 40 coming out for sanity, but this is something that should have been on the field a while ago instead of this flak. I mean, that flak was the only thing built from the Luftwaffe headquarters, and it's not even Vet 1. Let's see as these grenadiers are forced away. It's had 1 kill. So your Panzer IVs were delayed significantly by spending fuel to tech. You spent manpower on a flak that just gets 1 kill in this time. If you were floating some manpower instead, I'd say pack 40, and then the fuel, just tech for your P4s. So, very questionable choice. But, I mean, that's part of the learning process, right? I mean, we know these guys are lower ELO, and that's why I like casting these, because the decision making isn't perfect, because mistakes are made. But I like to give advice. So my advice is, don't tech the Luftwaffe headquarters if you already have Panzer Grenadier headquarters, and you're only gonna buy 1 thing from it. That's my advice. But now there is a triple cap on for All-in West. Sanity is going to have to cap a VP here. He does have a significant lead, so he can afford to be out-capped for a little bit, but not on the triple cap. No one can afford to be triple capped, ever. So another P4 hits the field. Hopefully this one lasts a bit longer. It still is a really nice camo, and I'm actually really considering buying this camo now. That is a really nice camo. The leaves on top. And he actually went for the side skirts, so you can see the side skirts on there. Went for the side skirts. Maybe that was right after his other Panzer. I didn't even notice if the other Panzer IV had the skirts on it. Probably should have been paying attention. Damaged engine on one of the grants. This P4 should not push up, though. Not into 2 grants. The boys. Oh, no. Get out of there. Very, very dangerous. I was going to say these grants definitely could have pushed up and tried to chase, but this bombing run coming in case that was the case. And Stosstruppen forcing away the 2 infantry sections over here. Now probably going to go cap this VP, so that will put the VP drain back on All-in West, and there's really no good reason for that. Strafing run coming in, I guess on the Vickers. 4-inch mortar barraging the flak. I think the flak has been more important for giving veterancy to the 4-inch mortar than it has for actually doing damage to enemy infantry. And you can see Sanity now only at 3 fuel income, as All-in West is at 48. All the fuel on the entire map is captured by All-in West right now, which I don't think I've ever seen before in a 1v1. Maybe like against AI, sure. But that being said, the VP lead, or the VPs are in control of Sanity right now. And actually going to get a triple cap here. There's absolutely no way All-in West can let this happen. And he is sending his grants up to that Stosstruppen now. The Stosstruppen will have to get out of here. Is he gonna? He might try to get the cap first, which is probably gonna lose him the Stosstruppen squad. Okay, now it's definitely gonna lose it because he's waiting. Oh, the smoke? Is that? What is that? Is that some kind of ability I didn't know about where you can smoke on retreat, or did he throw that smoke before retreating? 'Cause I didn't see him throw it. I don't know what that was, but keeping that Stas Trooper alive is huge. This Sapper, though. Ooh, that's a greedy cap right there.
We've 25 points left.
I cannot, but like, All in West might lose this
Royal
game
engineers out of contact. Resumed dead.
because he's just not leaving his base with so many of his units. Like, at this point, you got to cap stuff with your Vickers if you have to. And he is sending the Grants down now on a huge flank. Lucky there were no mines.
Brace yourselves. We're down to our last 10
But this is going to be too late. He's got a huge military advantage. And he just let the victory points bleed out. Wow. So, I mean, wow. I was not expecting that to be the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, Allen West played a good game in terms of keeping his stuff alive, getting a good military force on the field, but just couldn't, or really more like wouldn't, control the victory points. So, yeah, for sanity, I'd say my advice is, really pay attention to what you're spending fuel on and when. That Stummel should have come out a lot sooner. If you're going to go for that Stummel, with the fuel advantage you had early on, you could have put on a lot of pressure with that Stummel. And that Stummel's going to help you in any infantry fight that it's involved in. And, watch what you're teching. Did you really need the Luftwaffe headquarters? What did it really get you? It got you that one mobile Flak 38 that didn't really do anything. It's much better to tech tier 4 there. In general, in fact, I would say you almost never want to go Luftwaffe headquarters and Panzer Grenadier headquarters unless you are set on not teching tier 4. So that could be because you're planning on having Stugs and Ostwins, or Ostwins, or even if it's Ostwins and Martyrs, do you really need Panzer Grenadier? So, I mean, if you're going for some kind of build where you want to rely on those vehicles from those buildings, or if you're trying to stall for a Tiger or a King Tiger, either way, it's very rare, I would say, that you should build both Luftwaffe and Panzer Grenadier if you plan on also building tier 4. It's just too much fuel. It delays your tier 4 too much. And then for All in West, my advice is pay attention to those VPs and don't be afraid to push out from your base a little bit more. You had a huge military advantage, especially once you killed that P4 and Stummel and Grenadier all within the same minute. That's got to be an indicator to you, like, oh man, I just killed a lot of his stuff. I need to do something with this advantage. So I guess both players really, right? Sanity had that fuel advantage early, and he needs to recognize, oh, I need to do something with this advantage. And same for Allen West. You killed those units. You got a big military advantage. Now do something with that advantage. Turn it into something that's going to help you in the game. Whether it's for Sanity building those units that are going to help dominate the mid game, or for Allen West, whether that's using your military advantage to control the map. Which, to be fair, Allen West controlled the fuel. I mean, captured every single fuel point, but the victory points at that point were more important. When you're down below 100 victory points, that's when it's like, okay, maybe victory points are a bit more important than fuel right now. But yeah, that was a good game. I do want to look. I'm interested to see what the fuel gained was. And yeah, Allen West with almost 200 more fuel, because capping all the fuel on the map is ridiculous. But I mean, you can see, like, he had the map control, just ignored the victory points too much. So yeah, that was a fun game. I might go watch another game before I start queuing up. I might do a random one, or might watch one of RH's games. He said he played a bunch. Yeah, Well, he said he didn't have many good games yesterday, so like exciting ones to watch, I guess. Um, yeah, maybe we'll watch just a random one. Let's go to observer mode. Let's filter quick match 1v1 and we'll sort by elapsed time. Ooh, this is a high rated game. Let's do something more like around here. I mean, sure, we could cast like the super high level guys, but I think they get enough coverage, right? People cast those. No one's casting the lower guys. This is closer to my ELO. So let's see what my potential opponents are doing. So I gotta set up this overlay here. See if I can find these guys on CoH3 stats and get their info. Bear with me while I look this up while we're waiting for the delay to end anyway. And I'm always just shocked by how many games people have compared to me. Little Rocket Man has almost 1,000 wins and 1,000 losses in 1v1 just as Dak. Man, I feel like if I played that many games, I guess I shouldn't say I would be higher ELO, but I feel like that's one of the things that is definitely holding me back is just how many games I've played. I just don't have, like, I'll still see some new things that I haven't seen before. Oop, I'm gonna have to speed this up here.
Attention. Pathfinders are now available to scout the front line.
Yeah, Shito here is more like my amount of games played. All right, think I got it now. So,
Weapon paratrops are ready to go.
all right. We've got Shito in the blue playing as U.S. forces, immediately locking an airborne, going for some Pathfinders, and building weapons support center on the south side of Angoville here. On the other side, we've got Little Rocket Man immediately locking in Italian combined arms and going for the Bursas. And double bike. Double bike is interesting, especially with Bursas. I feel like a lot of what you want to get from a bike is already offered by having the Bursas, which is the capping power, with Bursas having the sprint. But we'll see what he does with it. I was going to say some pretty meta builds, but the double bike part is not very meta. Other than that, pretty meta. So Pathfinder's trying to circle around the bike, but then the entire Dak army shows up, so has to retreat. And this is kind of what you're up against when you play US or even Brits versus Dak against the Bursa strat. If wherever the Dak player wants to control, if they get all their stuff together, they're going to control it, and you just have to go elsewhere, which, I mean, man, look at this capping. Already capped this side and was able to ball up everything on the other side. So, going to be some huge fuel advantage early on for Little Rocket Man playing as the DAC here. It's going to be really nice getting that early on. And I imagine, yeah, already built tier 1. So I wonder if it's going to be assault guns from here. And something is being built. Ooh, bazooka's out early and going to get the kill on a bike here. Okay. I mean, both bazookas landing on the bike is not easy, but it was fairly close range. That bike, though, it's so easy to miss shots on that bike. And a second Bursa out now. Ooh, and didn't actually cap this cutoff, so now not getting this +10. He was before when the +5 was connected through the middle here. So a bit of a mistake there. That could have been a really early flak wheeling timing. Now it... Oh. But Shito not going for the decap on this fuel. Maybe just trying to pressure the cutoff instead. And the bike, in turn, will cut off anything that this Pathfinder tries to capture. And these bazookas are just running around town trying to get this bike.
Paratroopers are standing by for drop. Look alive, orders incoming.
Bike almost gets stuck with his pathing here, but is able to get away. Gonna go up to this +16 and probably heal while he caps it.
Bingo fuel in. Heading back to base.
Or not. Maybe healing's on cooldown. Pathfinder's dropping, or paratroopers dropping on that cutoff there. These Pathfinders gotta get away, but this machine gun will stop this cutoff from being capped anytime soon. Paratroopers, I imagine, will stick around for the cutoff. Yep, they do. So now, no fuel. No fuel at all for Little Rocket Man. Well, except for the +5 right here. But not much better for Shito, so neither player really has great fuel right now. It looks like Little Rocket Man did tech fire support elements, I think it's called, to unlock the flak, although I'm not seeing it here. Wonder if he teched tier 2. It looks like he did. So maybe we're gonna see Stug D's instead of the flak.
IP ahead of us. Get in formation.
Now the ball, the DAC ball, pressuring the cutoff on the right side, which doesn't actually cut off anything since that fuel's decapped now anyway. Really interesting from Shido, never capping this fuel though, and this bike has to die here. Yeah. So Little Rocket Man playing very aggressively and risky with his bikes, and now lost both of them, so not sure about the double bike opener. It did get him that early fuel control, but still cut off here, like completely. And now both bikes are dead. 4 Bursas on the field, though. And this machine gun, I imagine, will be forced away. Trying to get a suppression off first. It might actually get this Panzer Pyo. No, just bazookas here, so Panzer Pyo should be okay. Pathfinder has to retreat. Machine gun retreats, and really should just retreat this bazooka at this point. Just gonna bleed. Wait, Little Rocket Man surrendered? Well, I don't know what that was about. I'm pretty sure in the bottom it said Little Rocket Man surrendered. And I'm not sure why. I mean, both players were kind of starved of fuel there. It's very interesting. Well, that's what happens when you just watch random auto match games, I guess, right? Anything can happen. We'll try one more. We'll try one more cast, and then I'll queue some random 1v1s. Let's see what we can get. I was definitely not expecting that. Here we go. So 883. This is about the same ELO, I think, as the Sanity and... Ooh, I forgot the other player's name. Well, the Taranto Coastline game we watched. So let me get up these players here. All right, we've got Mr. Hyde and Andrew. Did he just call that Andrew? I don't know. See if this game goes on a little bit longer. It's interesting. The last game was like 1260 ELO or 1280 ELO or something like that. And those players are in the top 300. We go down to just below 900 ELO. These players are in the top 1400. So a lot of players in that kind of 300 ELO span. Pretty interesting. All right, got the stats up there. Think it's all right, I hope. And all right, here we go. We've got Mr. Hyde in the blue playing as US, going for a barracks opening, no second scout, and advanced infantry, special operations, and armored in the loadout. And on the left side of Pacino's stalemate, we have Andrew. Double pile opening with Wehrmacht. Mechanized Luftwaffe. Oh, locks in Luftwaffe. So it's going to be Luftwaffe battle group for Andrew. And building a Grenadier.
Engineers on the field.
So Mr. Hyde chooses to go for the barracks, but actually doesn't queue up the engineer right away, which he could have. So if you're going to build an engineer, you kind of want to build that as soon as possible. Get some extra capping power on the field. And sending his first units right for the middle. So capturing the high munitions, which isn't even connected, and then going for the mid VP. It's very interesting. And riflemen built in the base. Oops. I exited the TAC map the way I shouldn't have, so I messed up the overlay. Riflemen not doing anything. So one thing that I try to do is set my waypoints, even while the construction buildings are building, on the thing that I'm going to want my first unit built there to cap. So let's say I wanted to cap this first. I'd set the waypoint there. This way, if I forget about the rifleman, at least it goes somewhere and starts capping something. So one of these points. So just something I do. And now, actually, all of his units are idle. maybe someone's at his front door. Yeah, they all start moving at once. So who knows? Phone call, someone at the front door. Maybe this person's working from home and had to respond to a work email in the middle of the game. Who knows? But on the other side, we've got Andrew capping up a more standard capping order, I'd say, and drops the Falchion Pyos on this high fuel to cap. So now has all of his fuel connected, or their fuel. I guess shouldn't assume gender here. And now a Weasel built. So locks in Spec Ops, goes for the Weasel. So again, that's something you want to get pretty early. You could have had a lot of stuff on the field if you built Engineer early, called in the Weasel, and then built the Rifleman. But we'll see how this works. Finally connects this high munitions, and going for this plus 10 fuel, but it's not going to be connected. So a lot of missed time not getting resources. If we look at what Andrew has, 28 fuel, 26 munitions compared to 3 fuel and 16 munition income at this point in the game. And these engineers are going to be forced away, I imagine. Maybe want to focus down. I don't know what you'd want to focus down at this. Oh my god, Pioneer goes down actually. I'll be honest, I didn't think that this would fare so well in this fight. But yeah, wow. So Engineer holding its own against a Pioneer, Falchion Pioneer. And now we're getting, looks like another Falchion Pioneer dropped in to support this Grenadier on the bottom VP. The Weasel was forced away from the top here. Capped the fuel, never capped the cutoff. And now that's going to be even more fuel income over here for Andrew. And good idea focusing the Falchion Pio first here, but I don't think this is a fight you're going to be able to win. Although, now the Falchion Pio is just walking away. Okay, trying to get behind this cover, I guess. Yeah, this Rifleman should just get out of here. Grenadiers should push up to the truck. I don't think it'll matter, though. Yeah, and retreat. So we do see, however, these Grenadiers built a sandbag on this VP. That's what I was talking about in the... not the last game, but the last kind of full game we watched on Taranto Coastline. Build those sandbags with your Grenadiers. Rifleman trying to cap, and ooh, with the grenade launcher on the Falchion Pio now, this is definitely going to have to get out of there, and he does.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
So Weasel not yet upgraded with the machine gun. I don't know what he spent his munitions on, but now has the munitions for it. Oh, upgraded the flamethrower on his Engineer. Might get the chase here. If he chased with this Rifleman, probably would have gotten the wipe. Even this Engineer if it moved in. So could have gotten a wipe there. So some late retreats in general for Andrew. Andrew did just go for officer quarters on his tier 1. So everything just hit vet 1 right there. Which I think with a heavy Falchion Pio open like this makes sense. But also, all this fuel in the bank, like if you have a fuel advantage like this in the early game, you really want to turn that into light vehicle pressure, like I was saying in the game with Sanity and All in West. Yeah, I'm gonna force away this Rifleman. This Rifleman's got to be careful. There he goes. So even though he's gonna get this plus 10 fuel back, he doesn't even have his cutoff. So fuel control has been really bad for Mr. Hyde so far. Might be able to win this fight thanks to the flamethrower. Might still be close though. And does retreat. So yeah, All in West still hasn't even tacked anything. I mean, a 2-2-1 or a Stummel out right now could be very punishing, but instead going for a mortar, which I don't really think is needed. Oh, might get the wipe. Ooh, these Falchion Pios chased.
points ready to spend.
But yeah, you don't really need a mortar right now. I
Enemy
mean,
movement, you're on victory point.
there's nothing out here that I think
Capture
says
victory point.
you should get a mortar instead of teching for a light vehicle. Ooh, Satchel here. Oh, he tries to get in a little too soon. I think he tried to do the get out, get in dodge, but the timing was a little off because it was a satchel, not a grenade. And almost lost the scout because of that. Weasel hits vet 1 now. And we'll be able to force away this Falchion. Grenadier's coming up though, and we'll threaten the Faust. No tech yet, but with the officer's quarters, it does have access to the Faust. Ooh, the Weasel driving right next to him. Does he get the Faust off? No, does not get the Faust off. And the Weasel, a little bit risky, but should get away there. Now finally some fuel pressure from Mr. Hyde. But we can see 38 to 18 fuel income, and this is just such a tremendous fuel advantage now for Andrew. He's really want to turn that into some kind of military advantage, so then you can turn the military advantage into a map advantage. That's kind of how this goes. If you get an early map advantage, you want to turn that into a military advantage so you can keep the map advantage. Because what's going to happen otherwise is, you know, as more riflemen come out on the field, the captain's out now, the U.S. player, Mr. Hyde, is going to be able to contest the map better. And you might lose that map advantage now. And then what was this early fuel advantage for? Either get the light vehicle to maintain the map pressure, or turn this into a very early medium vehicle. But right now, just having it all float here is not worth it. And Bolshevik coming out now. I'm not on board with that idea when you have this much fuel. But he's dropping it on this high fuel down here, so we'll get some map pressure from it. The Falchion over here, fighting against the Weasel. Now that it's in the heavy cover, I think we'll win the fight against the Weasel. So the Weasel does back up here.
The victory point is under enemy control now.
The Weasel does repair itself passively when it's out of combat and stationary, I believe. I believe it has to be stationary. So it doesn't need the engineer to repair it. So you see a captain fighting the grenadier in the middle. But yeah, the mortar helping out. Captain has to retreat. Actually has to retreat past a Falchion, but new units coming, or not new units, but units coming out of base, forcing the Falchion back. And we see the bar upgrade for Mr. Hyde. So, I mean, this is kind of, you know, Mr. Hyde got enough fuel for the bar upgrade, invested that fuel there, but no tech. I mean, imagine if there was a 2-2-1 on the field by now, or a Stummel. There would be nothing that Mr. Hyde can do about it right now, because he invested what little fuel he had into getting bars, so isn't going to be able to get a light vehicle. And now the Falchion forced away the riflemen on the fuel down here, but then do retreat. Smart move, less than half health there. Is there healing in base? There is healing. There is healing for Mr. Hyde as well, so healing for both players. VP's not really a huge advantage for either player yet. Slight advantage for Andrew. But now we start to see the map kind of even out again. So all this fuel, 243 fuel in the bank. And not really, and a pack coming out now. I agree on a pack at this timing if there was equal fuel income, but you got to recognize that you had tremendous fuel advantage and that there's bars out now. The chances of you needing a pack against anything at this stage are very slim.
Grenades, TNT aim,
And
sucks.
we'll at least get the decap here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to stay in the fight longer than that. Ooh, engineers go down here. I missed that.
Reports of enemy movement. You're on
So
big
no more engineers for Mr. Hyde. Luckily, like I said, this Weasel does have passive healing. This Falchion is going to want to get out of here, and it does.
under enemy control.
And Captain forced away from mid. So now, I mean, with going for the Fallschirmjäger in the pack, the manpower is your big bottleneck. Like, you have so much fuel as Andrew. Oop, grenade on the Grenadier. Tries to dodge, gets... I guess avoids getting wiped from the grenade at least. These riflemen have to retreat through mid, but should be safe now. Fallschirmjäger pushing up to help protect the mortar. Clearly just on attack move here. Really we just want to move right into the heavy cover in those situations, rather than just stay on attack move. And SSF Commando's out now, cloaked in the heavy cover.
A squad of SSF is awaiting deployment, Commander.
I mean, the amount of fuel that's being floated right now, though, is just driving me crazy. You could have Tier 4 and a Panzer IV out, and be almost halfway to another Panzer IV. The grenade on the SSF forces the retreat there. Engineers, or Pioneers with the flamethrower, gonna win the fight against the scouts here. And Fallschirmjäger against the Captain with the help from the mortar. Fallschirmjäger will win this. Captain has to go back. Weasel up, capping the VP, trying to reduce the drain, but there hasn't been a whole lot of drain, so even though a lot of fuel control for Andrew, not transitioning that into VP control, almost like we saw Alan West do in the game a little bit ago. Mine coming down in mid, and potentially spotted. Like, obviously Mr. Hyde had vision of that, but did he notice it? Oftentimes at the lower ELO, probably not. So probably we'll see the squad run right onto the mine here. And it does, drops 2 models. But still should be able to force away this. This Fallschirmjäger's very low health. This mortar's going to have to get out of here. Does retreat. Is he going to be able to get out in time? He will. Fallschirmjäger's forced away on this cutoff. Ooh, scouts die here, though, to the Grenadier. And finally, Tier 4. Tier 4 is being built now, and you have over 200 fuel. If you just went for this earlier instead of the pack, instead of the Fallschirmjäger, you'd have 2 Panzer IVs on the field right now. And your map control would be tremendous, because the only thing to counter that right now has been the SSF, and now an AT gun's being built. So, yeah, I mean, this is... I feel like I'm getting a little agitated here, but this is something, you know, if you're a lower ELO player watching, you want to try to improve your game. Are you doing stuff like, are you getting huge early advantages and not capitalizing on it? Because that's exactly what Andrew did here. Huge early game advantage. Great job controlling the fuel early, controlling the fights early with the Fallschirmjäger. Oop, potentially not a great job here, just sitting in the Captain RD. Okay, does get out of it. But then not transitioning that early success into a greater advantage. That's something I've seen now in each of the 2 ELO games we watched, 2 low ELO games we watched today. And the Captain goes down there on retreat. So maybe that's something that's a common theme in these lower ELO games. I guess we'll see the more we watch. Ooh, and the Weasel goes down. Is transitioning your early game advantages. I think by the time he has the manpower for a Panzer IV, he's going to have 300 fuel. which is crazy to have that kind of fuel lead. There's still no tier 4 up for Mr. Hyde, so man, you could have such... The game could be over right now.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
The game could be over. Wow, the port on him suppressing the Pioneers there, but the Grenadier... Oh, wow, and actually kills the Pioneer. I did not expect that. Oh, and a Falchion Pioneer goes down and drops the grenade launcher. Another mine hit, only drops one model.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
I'll say the only good thing about losing those 2 units is now you're not going to be spending manpower to reinforce them, and you can actually finally get a Panzer IV out, which should come out right now. I think it's 360 manpower. This rifleman is low, though. And this Falchion Pio in the retreat path. Ooh, goes... Lucky retreat path going around the bushes here. It's like... That rifleman really didn't want to die. Oh, now floating way too much. You gotta get this Panzer IV out. Ooh, grenade right on the rifleman. No reaction, just eats the grenade.
Enemy has 300 points remaining.
And finally, the Panzer IV is in the queue. There's enough fuel for 2 more Panzer IVs. But Tier 4 is being built by Mr. Hyde. Still, this Panzer IV will be out before any vehicle from Mr. Hyde.
P-47 strafing runs are now available, Commander.
Mr. Hyde, I imagine, is going to wait for a Sherman, but if he knew the fuel situation right now, might rather go for Hellcat. It's just absolutely crazy, this fuel advantage. And then the lack of capitalizing. Ooh, grenade on the Falchion Pio. Lucky to get out of there. And Andrew, through all this, actually lower on the VP. So this is a theme now in both low ELO games we watched. One player, great map control, but not great VP control. And a player, in this case, it's the same player. In the last case, it was a different player with early fuel control that not translating it into a military advantage. But here we go. Panzer IV on the flank here. We'll be able to force away the rifle squad. On attack move, though, again. So shooting at max range ends up working out. And something was just invested. Did he go for the skirts? Yeah, the skirts. So people really like the side skirts at lower elos. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good. I personally would typically like to have a second Panzer IV out, I would say, before I go for side skirts. Especially at this stage when there's nothing on the field to really shoot at you anyway. I guess the bazookas from the SSS you know about. I don't think he's even seen the AT gun yet, which he will very shortly if he drives forward any further. And... oh, I didn't even realize he went for air support center there. Ooh, drives in... oh... drives in front of the AT gun and gets snared by the rifleman. Does wipe the rifleman, though. And gets away safely, so... ooh, really not good army for Mr. Hyde right now. He can afford a Sherman. The Panzer IV is going to choose to drive back in and is able to shoot without being in range of the AT gun here. Ooh. And the AT gun's going to push up here, which is not a good choice, because this Falchion Pio is just going to put pressure on you here. And the mortar. Ooh, this might be the end for Mr. Hyde. If he loses this AT gun, that is possibly GG. Oh, no. No, keep going for it. What are you doing? That was yours for the taking. Oh, no. Well, should be another P4 hitting the field soon. Gotta build that. Wait, what? No. No. Not Stasstroopin. Don't get me wrong. Stasstroopin are good. But you want another P4 here.
We have 300 points. Confirm.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, certainly we'll have the infantry advantage in terms of... Well, actually, I was going to say in terms of quality and quantity, but... Not really. The quantity is not that much of an advantage, and now there's a second SSF on the field. So, ASC strafing run coming in, suppressing the Fallschirmjäger, but not the Grenadiers, so... Ooh, gets a grenade off before he retreats. I feel like that grenade, and in the Sanity All-in-West game, the Stosstroop and smoke grenade in front of the Grants, like, that grenade before retreat just feels like that grenade just spawns instead of being thrown. And these Fallschirm pilots should be able to force the rifleman away unless he doesn't dodge this grenade. Oh no, he's not dodging the grenade. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Victory points are in our favor, Commander.
So now both players just, I guess, I don't know why people are even focusing fuel if you're not going to use it. Oh boy, you gotta get this P4 out of here. Oh man. Oh, that was so close. So close on that P4. And Stosstroop will force away Mr. Hyde's units in the middle. Cap that VP, but losing the VP on the flank here. This pack has not had anything to shoot at yet. Would have really... Oh, man. I'm not going to say it anymore after this, but could have had P4s so much earlier. Could have so many more P4s. You have enough fuel for 3 more P4s right now. Like, don't spend manpower on anything else at this stage. Only P4s. Yeah, that's Stosstroopin choice. See. I mean, look. The Stosstroopin will be good. They always are. But it could have been a P4. What is going on here? How did he even have vision of that? Did he shoot a flare or something? Oh, did he use the recon flight? I wasn't paying attention. Guess I don't really get to see what's on cooldown or anything like that. Stosstroopin tried for the grenade after going for the, what's it called? The frangible smoke grenade? Whatever it's called. Poured on him from the rifleman now with double bars. Suppress. Oh no, the Stosstroopers are gonna die. And they dropped the MG. Well, that could have been a P4 instead. There could be a P4 on the field right now with what he's floating. So yeah, if you're... Oh no, he's building the Stosstroop. Why? I don't know if I can... I might have to stop casting at this ELO. I don't know if my heart can take it. This is mind-boggling. Why? Why would you not go for another P4?
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Well, good thing he's going for this fuel control, because he really needs the fuel. Oh, my God. Second P4 coming. If he didn't rebuild that Stosstroopin, he could have another P4 in the queue right now. Oh, no. Is he going to lose this to the grenade? Oh, he does retreat. I think he should be okay. Okay, the port on him wore off. He'll be okay. Bet 3 on these riflemen now. And we just heard the 76 mil conversion for the Sherman is in. So something that might also be useful to any of you guys that are lower ELO is I don't know if you ever go back and watch your own games. But that could be useful too. Like maybe Andrew right now doesn't realize what kind of advantage he had in the early game. If you ever go back and just watch your own games or have a friend watch it with a friend. It can be immensely useful for understanding, man, I didn't realize I was so far ahead at that point. And that can really help you in the future to make sure you're taking advantage of situations like this. You'll get better at recognizing, oh, I should have an advantage here because this is what happened. Now 2 P4s here. Oh no, dive bomb's gonna come in. Driving forward, I like the driving forward choice here. Just commit. Don't let this Sherman get away, whatever you do. Okay, Sherman does not get away, so that's good.
Sherman tank destroyed.
Sorry about that, I had to blow my nose. Mando's fighting the Fallschirmjäger up here. Fallschirmjäger, get the dropped grenade launcher. I don't know how many weapon slots they have. Maybe he couldn't get the MG42 as well.
Our opponent has fallen to 200 points.
So that's a huge win for Andrew there, getting the Sherman down. But Mr. Hyde now has the fuel for 2 more Shermans. Andrew has the fuel for 3 more. Now, at least for Andrew, you know, manpower is the issue. Yeah, this is not a fight you want to take with your commandos here. Although the heavy cover is working wonders. It's not going to last forever. A strafing run coming in. Shouldn't do anything to the P4s. Yeah, it doesn't do anything to the P4s. Could chase for the kill here if you wanted. Thinks better of it. Grenade on the commandos, and the commandos go down. And I think the commandos maybe had picked up... Oh no, the grenadiers picked up the MG42. Are they gonna... Oh, and the LM... Wow! A Johnson and an MG42 on the grenadiers. All of a sudden, these grenadiers are quite the fighting unit. A dive bomb? I assume this is a dive bomb. Ooh. Survives, but does take quite some damage. This P4 is really low. You gotta repair that. Just sitting there. Oh, this P4 might die if the Sherman wants to commit to it. Doesn't even see it. Now he sees it. And this P4 is gonna be a goner, I think. Oh, it missed! Keep reversing! Reverse! Oh man, this P4's got to back away now too with the commandos here. And oh my god, more Starstruppen. Please. Please. No, don't drive back in. Oh my god, so lucky. Just get these P4s out of here. You don't want to fight this anymore.
P47 awaiting a target.
Get out of there, repair, stop building Starstruppen, and build some P4s. I gotta say, I've casted quite a few low elo games now, and generally I at least understand the decision making if I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I think this is the first time where I just really don't understand the decision making. I just don't understand why you're not using your fuel. And then you're still prioritizing, like, getting this fuel down here, getting this fuel. So you want to deny your opponent of fuel. But why? You won't... there seems to be something that's saying, okay, fuel is important. Uh-oh. Is this rifleman not going to react? Okay, it was just a strafing run. I thought it might have been the dive bomb. Did he even get that? No, he went for the loiter. Yeah, and this Grenadier will be able to win this fight, actually. Both vet 3, but... Oh, and the grenade! No reaction! You just gotta keep chasing here. I think if you keep chasing, you can wipe this. Doesn't chase, though. Just stays put. And this rifleman should lose this fight against the Vet 3 Fallschirmjäger with the Stossstruppen to support. And just keeps running. Doesn't even stop to fight. That's going to be a dead rifleman for sure. Oof. Too busy microing over here against this Fallschirmpio. It does force it to retreat. And again, diving deep for the fuel. But you already have so much more fuel. You're just not using it. So when I was trying to like really learn Company of Heroes 2, there was one thing I heard from, I don't remember which top player I was watching, but it was something along the lines of, think about why you're fighting here. So if you're fighting an engagement somewhere on the map, and you're potentially going to take losses, might inflict losses, why are you taking that fight? What are you hoping to gain? Are you just trying to drain manpower from your opponent? Are you trying to secure a kill on something? Or are you fighting over territory? And in this case, if it's fighting over territory, what do you hope to gain from that territory? Like, are you hoping to cut off your opponent from resources? Are you hoping to secure resources for yourself? And if we take that a step further, as we watch the Sherman get Fausted here, but not damaged engine, this Grenadier is going to have to get out of here. That Grenadier is really low. Ooh, and the Engineer goes down. No more repairs for these Shermans. If you're taking these fights to secure territory for yourself, why? What do you want to secure that territory for? Do you want that fuel? Like, you want that fuel so you can turn it into something to use against your opponent. In this case, you have tier 4. You want that fuel so you can get more tanks, I would think. Ooh, not good here. Running in this AT gun and the Shermans and just sitting in front of the AT gun. Ooh. Calls in the Loiter, though. The Loiter will finish off that Sherman and the AT gun. But now you have 515 fuel, so what's the point of fighting over these fuels anymore? Like, do you need more fuel? Maybe denying fuel from your opponent, I can understand. Oh, okay. So that's the end there. Mr. Hyde throws in the towel after that loss. Yeah, maybe I droned on too much about not getting P4s, but I mean, there was 500 fuel at the end there. Let's look at how much more fuel was gained. So over 200 more fuel gained from Andrew, and just really didn't use that fuel advantage too much, right? I mean, never had more than 2 P4s on the field at the same time, which Mr. Hyde had 2 Shermans on the field at the same time. So really not using that fuel advantage. Did definitely win the infantry fights. Like, at the end, Mr. Hyde had almost no infantry, and Andrew did have the infantry advantage for sure. And part of that might have been the Stossstruppen investment, although one Stossstruppen died really early without really doing much. I think you had a good fuel advantage from the beginning of the game, but just really didn't use it. You won anyway, but I think you won because you won the infantry fights regardless, and you could have won more handily. You could have won quicker if you used that fuel advantage. And maybe that doesn't matter when you're fighting against someone who's roughly equal ELO, equal rank, but that's the kind of thing that's going to help you climb to higher ELOs. And yeah, I think maybe people should watch some of their own games a bit. And, you know, if you haven't really watched games, like if I never watched higher level players play, if I didn't watch in CoH3 these pro tournaments, I probably wouldn't have known, you know, when I have an advantage. And even then, like, it comes down to playing and watching your own games to understand, oh man, I had an advantage here and I didn't capitalize on it. So maybe some players should watch their own games more. Have a friend watch it and give you some feedback. I do that with Wilson. We'll send each other some replays every now and then and be like, hey, watch this game. And sometimes it's just for the cool factor, like, yeah, I won this game, I'm awesome. But sometimes it's like, hey, watch this game, give me some feedback. And that's also kind of what I'm hoping to achieve here a little bit. That's why I'm trying to watch these lower elos, so you can see, hey, maybe I should do this differently, or maybe I don't need to build this thing, or maybe I need to capitalize more. Yeah. But all that said, I need to grab a snack quick, so I will be right back, and then I'll queue up for some 1v1s when I am back. So see you in 5-10 minutes. All right. Let's queue up for some 1v1s. Oh boy, we got deck. Oh, I definitely think I'm going to try battlefield espionage here.
What do you need? The Kriegsrufer, Panzer Pioneers. Capture duties.
Nope. I'm going to shoot. I don't know. Yeah, I want to try battlefield espionage.
Harry enemy resources with subterfuge beacons.
Because I want to try these beacons again. Think this map,
Ratchets deployed.
just getting a bunch of beacons down here, could be really nice.
Frontline Panzer Pioneers have deployed.
Could honestly even try sneaking one down here. But this plus 10 is what I really want.
Panzer Pioneers standing by. We're receiving you.
So you went for that mid VP pretty early.
Take it quick.
So if I get my 250 up here with the bike and the Panzer Pio, I can hopefully force away whatever he has capping up there.
Standing by.
And then
250 half-track has arrived.
get a beacon up.
This is it. You can rely upon us. Vehicle has captured ground. Sounds ever standing outside.
So he's got sappers down there.
What do you need? Let's go. I hope they can hit something
is gone for Australians. And he retreats, which is good. Oh, he hasn't even tried to cap this yet. That's interesting. So I'll build that beacon, which hopefully he doesn't find. Getting any other beacons might be tough,
Enemy forces have
because I
claimed
feel
our
like
sector.
people will see that. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize that was so low already.
We have lost the transport. Starting requisition of life support elements.
Good job we're patient.
He's actually going to cut me off there, which sucks.
We have been cut off. Re-establish a connection.
And he hasn't capped that, which is interesting.
We have lost control of a victory point.
We're starting repairs. Enemy territory.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
Commandant, we have capture duties. What do you need? We're combat patrol. I'll take the lead. Enemy encroaching on us.
Territory sector out of contact.
Anyone us dead, huh?
Ooh. Hopefully there's just only one mine there.
Research complete. Superior support weapons are available.
Here. Ready on test needed. Standing by. Welder.
Capturing location. Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Keep pace.
I don't know if I'll be able to get this grenade off. Nope.
The enemy has taken a victory point. Panzerjäger anti-vehicle infantry available. Our fuel point is being neutralized
Oh,
by
he's got
the
the AT rifles on there.
territory is now in enemy hands.
So 10, 3. So I am getting, he did cap that, so I am getting the fuel from that, which is honestly
The enemy have
really
claimed our
important right
sector.
now.
Ready to repair that damage. Fight harder. We can't give in.
Battlefield Rex shall be stripped of all spare weaponry at your command. We have half-track support fueled and ready for deployment.
We've done what we can. Upgraded with a grenade launcher. Sergeants need to treat that flag like a
Really should get a sweeper. In fact, I don't want this bike to go first.
Proximity! We're losing ground for the victory point. Victory point lost.
Well, luckily, I had this beacon, so I was getting at least that fuel. And I'll go for a call in here.
Assault grenadiers have been assigned.
Taking location. We have problems, we have answers. Jawohl. You coordinate. Point. Follow me. No sweat. Towards this way. Shut it down here.
Attack mounted flak healing is ready.
I'm going to use the healing on this. Oh, oops, I didn't realize I wasn't capping that. Two AT rifle sections, interesting.
Coordinate. Follow me. No one's after you. Good job, well-patient men. You have problems, we have... It's as good as ours. Vehicle has captured ground. Secure. Without ever stepping outside. Something coming.
Oh, this could be big. Dang, couldn't get it. Oh my god, this won't go. That's really annoying. Live. I'm actually going to rebuild that.
Not anything for us. Where is it? Move orders.
And I want to go for the smoke, to be honest.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Good. New recruits are here.
Victory point under enemy control.
One at a time. What do you need? Orders complete.
What we can.
Panzerjäger awaiting the word. Raising the point. We hear you. You coordinate. Panzer pioneers, get moving. Quick march. Eager to get moving.
Enemy forces hold all victory points, Commandant.
Take Panzer pioneers.
That's not good. Oh man, I hate that.
A fuel point is being taken from us.
So I definitely want some more mines if he's going to be going
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Grab your gear. We're heading
for double Humber. And I might even want another P Jaeger.
Full Panzerwagen are available to deploy at once.
done what we can.
300 points remaining. Say again, 300 points remaining.
to hit that mine. Alright, that works out.
Treat that flag like your mother ended her.
Anti-tank infantry have
Oh,
been
snap.
killed at the front line. Command points are available for use. A mechanized combat group awaits deployment.
Oh, snap. I need to work on my deck play a bit, huh? Feel like I want an LEIG, but I also feel like a pack would be good. Now, you know what I need to do? I need to keep... Oh, shoot, I just lost a Panzerjäger. I forgot. Oh, am I getting a notification that he's withdrawing his Humber? Oh, no, he's doing the thing.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Well, I'm just going to YOLO for it, because why not?
Territory overrun. Pack 38 is entering the field. Hunterjäger infantry defeated.
That's actually really bad.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point. 250 has
Is that a
been
17 pounder? What the heck?
deployed. We have 5 command points of that.
Well, at least I got that.
Been claimed by the enemy.
Oh,
Our
shoot.
grenadiers have been killed.
Upgrades are here.
Actually, do I even want a P4 or a P3? If he's got a flak or a 17 pounder? At least I got both of his Humbers. That's really nice.
Territory lost.
Oh my god, another one?
Our forces are down to 200 points.
Put that sweeper away.
Proximity alarm near our fuel point. A pack has been silenced at the front.
They're eager to move.
Enemy forces have taken our territory. We have lost the transport.
Well, I think that's a
Feeling has
GG.
sustained heavy fire. 2 kills.
The men are retreating. So must we.
Should have gone versus. Lesson learned. No more espionage for Dak. Yeah, losing that Panzerjäger was really sloppy. Having 2 Panzerjägers would have been very helpful. All right, let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Brit versus Dak. I've been struggling against Dak as Brit. Should have gone this way with the first one. We're going to try the Australians.
Light infantry sections on standby.
We're taking that position. That capture point needs to be out.
Royal Engineers trained and ready to go. We have infantry support. Australians, no less.
Ready to destroy some poor bastard's handiwork.
Gotta move where my chat is, don't I? There. That should be good.
Good on you, mate. South African. Eagles will ever be. Royal Engineers, ready. Sappers, you gonna shift some dead weight? Little stroll into Jerry's line. Nothing to worry about. We're not fucking missing it, David. We're taking that position. Definitely. We're on it. Gaza, you're on flag duty. We'll counter. Sappers reported.
Australian infantry are in reserve.
Sasso that gear, boys. We're going.
It's got some Panzer Pies over here.
Australian infantry support is reporting in.
Just gonna move to his cutoff there. He's gone versus. Wow. I'm gonna lose that.
We've lost contact with our sappers.
Well, that's not good. Not the start you want to have. Well,
Australian infantry are in reserve. We have infantry support. Australians, no less. The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Outside! Follow me! Making headway to the target! Where are we going? Aussies taking ground! Right infantry one!
Victory point belongs to the
oh,
enemy.
he's gonna beat me. Oh, I beat him. No, what? I was there. Did you see that? I got duped.
Australian infantry are in reserve. The beggars are threatening a fuel point. Section command post is under fire. Damnation! Sectors in enemy hands. Section CP is taking damage.
Well, at least if it's bursts, it can't be an L640 rush. So that is something I have going for me. They need healing, but I also really want a Humber.
Withholding reinforcements, Commander.
Let's get some blisters for your blisters. Fully reinforced. Grab your gear.
Can we blow it up now?
Victory point is in enemy hands.
Securing supplies from Jerry.
A victory point is being overrun. Victory point lost. The enemy has control. 2-pounder anti-tank guns have been requisitioned. Sector overrun. The enemy has it.
Sappers, ready to destroy some poor bastard's handiwork. Everybody needs cover, even us.
Aussie rats here.
We shall reinforce in your absence. We're losing a fuel point.
The lads are accounted
Yeah, we'll get the scoped rifles.
Rifles up, asses in gear.
Yeah, both of them. Why not?
Lollygagging and march.
Royal Engineers, ready. Little stroll into Jerry's.
Humber armored car ready for reconnaissance. Our supply lines are broken. We have sectors isolated out there. The enemy has claimed a sector.
No time, ready to recon.
We're losing a capture point to enemy action.
Lads are accounted for. Setting our sights and moving out. You need light infantry, fully reinforced. Grab your gear. Aussie rats here. We'll have it in no time.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector. We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Alright, well that's nice at least. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna have to like consolidate more on one side of the map. I'm not gonna be able to spread out.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field. We have a surplus of command points, Commander. We're losing a victory point. We're losing a victory point to enemy action. The enemy has our victory points now.
I want over repair, yeah. Give me that. Forgot about that.
Orders, sir. Sappers ready. Come on, bastards. Take that position.
I did forget about over repair. That is a fact. I feel like I might want an MG. I don't know.
Sappers, eager to ground needs taken, boys.
I feel like I'm gonna want this over here. I might shift to this side of the map.
We've lost the sector to the enemy. A victory point is being overrun. Victory point under enemy control.
Oh, don't leave green cover to do that.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Excuse me?
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
I still never got healing. Oof. It's not good.
Sappers have orders to over-repair vehicles for the coming fight.
Do I want a mortar? I think I just want foot guards when I have tier 4.
All victory points are under enemy control. We must counterattack.
Infantry closing on it!
We've lost a sector. giving up without a fight. They're down to 300 points.
Sappers on site. Starting the work.
What? Didn't I get sweepers on these guys?
Landmines in place.
Maybe I didn't. I thought I did.
Alright, moving forward. Where are we?
I say, we have guards on standby. We're losing a munitions point. We're losing a victory point. Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Guns up. We're taking that position.
Fire behind the shield! Move! Are accounted for. We need to take it base. Come on! Ready for trouble. Good on you, mate.
A victory point is being overrun.
It's got a P3. I just gotta control some VPs, honestly. Everything else I'm doing okay.
The enemy is pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
But I might want to switch focus to the other side now.
A-15 Crusader is on station and ready for orders.
Yeah, no, I think I want to keep going this side. I think I'm just gonna send one squad up to cap.
Supplies aren't making it back to HQ. Lines cut. We're losing a victory point.
We'll send these to mid.
Stopping now, huh?
What have you got? Let's get some.
Victory point under enemy control. Commander, enemy forces hold all victory points.
Sappers receiving orders. Patching it up now.
Majesty's finest.
We're
Alright, that
losing a
was
victory point to enemy action.
okay, I think.
Light infantry. Location sighted. Moving to secure.
The enemy has our victory point now. point. Command point should be allotted, Commander. Crusader cruiser finished. Enemy ground forces have claimed
Alright, killing the
sector.
flak was definitely really good for me.
Aussie rat here. Securing no time for a shit to shave. You're with us. Setting us up.
Can I get the vet 1 off? No. Oh, I used the vet 1 on that instead. Whoops.
We're losing a victory point. Victory point is in enemy hands.
Alright, starting to feel pretty good about my situation here.
We can conduct supply runs to secure additional resources.
I'm not going to pick the last thing yet because he could go for a tiger. Where's this Sanger ball? That's it. Oh, so we got a Stug. That's interesting. Get a Gammon on that.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action. Victory point under enemy control. The enemy has 300 points. Victory point is in enemy hands. Sector lost. Repeat. Sector lost.
I want to go for some more quick guards, to be honest.
Ready for order.
What I should do, like infantry training.
guards be deployed. We're losing a munitions point to enemy action. A victory point is being overrun. Territory lost. The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Probably should have gotten another sapper before instead of another foot guard,
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
to be honest. I don't know if that'll be in time.
A munitions point is being overrun. We're down to 200 points. We're losing a victory point. The enemy have taken our territory. The enemy has our victory points now. Damn it! The enemy holds all victory points. Australian infantry have been killed.
That's X's in that squad.
The Bosch are losing ground. Down to 250 points now.
I'm gonna try to just cap that, to be honest. And he did go for double Stug, so he got the armored reserves or whatever it's called.
We have command points ready to use. We are losing a victory point to enemy action. Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Ooh, that's not good.
Victory point is in enemy hands. Guards have been killed at the front.
That's also not good. I'm throwing.
Crusader tank knocked out.
What a throw. Oh man, what a throw.
those requisition Grant tanks shortly.
And I lost my AT gun. That was really not good. That sounded like a tiger.
Archer TD is ready for construction.
Get him. Get him. Yeah, I was till I just threw right there.
The beggars are threatening a victory point. Victory point belongs to the enemy.
Major throw.
They've cut us off. Territory is out of supply. The fuel point is being overrun. Platoon CP is being attacked. Archer tank destroyers are available. Buckle up, gents. We're down to 100 points. A sector. Our platoon command post is under enemy fire.
Yeah, if I didn't lose my Crusaders and AT gun there, I'd be in a really good spot right now. But I was a dummy. I know he's gonna have an MG over here. That's not good.
Requisitioning Archer TDs. A victory point is being overrun. Victory point lost. The enemy has control. We're losing a victory point to enemy action. A victory point is being overrun. Archer tank destroyers are available.
So double archer is gonna definitely help with the tiger, but it's gonna leave me lacking versus the infantry for sure. I can try to just go cap that, but it's almost asking for that squad to
Coming in a
die.
bit fine here. We're down to only 50 points.
Don't really have much of a choice though. Actually might just need to try to big push over here.
our victory point now. The beggars are threatening a munitions point. Blast! Our Humber armored car is gone.
Yeah, it's probably
Brace
GG.
yourselves. We're down to our last 10 points.
That's definitely GG. Yeah, big throw down here. I don't know what I was doing. That was bad. That was bad. Well, at least I feel like I feel like the Australians were good. I mean, they should be. They're like the meta for Brits right now. But it's the first time I've really felt comfortable with them. Oop. I'd like to just have a game without DAC. If I'm Axis, I don't want to play DAC. If I'm Allies, I don't want to play against DAC. Although I don't mind it so much if I'm US. It's just like versus are getting old. Well, guess I got my wish. Not playing against DAC.
We're not fucking bitches now. We're taking that position.
Alright, so I'm probably going to go Air and Sea for the Commandos. I like the Commandos versus Vare.
Royal Engineers trained and ready to go.
Pronto. Little stroll into Jerry's line. Sappers on site. Don't worry about what's Jerry's in ours. Can we blow it up now?
So I typically go for a pretty light early game and just try to keep as much map control as I can with only 2 sappers and 2 sections. And then I float usually like 600-700 manpower till I get 2 CPs and I can get a commando section and commando support section right away. So yeah, we'll just probably lock that in. I mean, really, it makes sense to see what he's going for first, but I don't really see him going for anything that's going to make me want to choose Australians or Canadians.
An infantry section is present and accounted for.
I saw something there. What did I see?
Shut it. Complain when we're done.
I don't know. Oh, get in the capture circle. It's really frustrating. Both high fuels here, like you have this heavy cover that you just can't quite use while you cap. Alright, so that's really good. I've got both high fuels here, and we got some damage, which
A new infantry
I
section
feel like is
ready for
kind of
battle.
important for this strat. You gotta try to make sure you're inflicting damage to get those CPs up. I'm actually just gonna hold that heavy cover there.
We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
Like, I don't care all too much if I lose some engagements here, as long as I'm getting CPs. And building my tech structure will get me some CPs. I don't want to be reckless with my manpower, but
A victory point is being overrun.
so I do have to make sure he's not going to cut me off there, which he probably should
Victory point lost.
try to
The
do.
enemy has control.
And this is actually really fast. I'm getting CPs here.
We're losing a fuel point.
I'm just going to put everything to that cutoff there, make sure I'm not losing my fuel.
I don't want to hear fucking word. Countermaster.
Time to march.
We're losing a victory point.
Waiting orders.
Close it up.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
So here we go.
Commando paratrops have the green light.
Gonna go ahead and drop this on his retreat path. Oh, that was the support section, not the commandos. Oh well.
Green light! Green light! Hold all victory points. Act now! Job done. Heading home.
Probably would have been too late anyway, it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut him off.
Commando support section reporting ground fall.
Eagles will ever be. Ground needs taken, boys.
Make a big boys. In contact. Call up.
Waiting orders. Ground is better. Hold the position. Cavalry can't be too far off. Build those tomahawk bastards. Take that position.
Orders coming.
And I'll get these commandos when I can. I try to push in here.
Commander, we've got Paris with somewhere to be.
Yep.
Position taken.
I'll so I'll just drop these over
The
here.
enemy has claimed a sector.
Well, if I could get it to work.
What's the story? The beggars are threatening a victory point. Commandos, begin
Some mines down.
victory point under enemy control. Students here, clear on us.
But I'm doing a pretty good job cutting them off from fuel. See there, I'm able to barely cap. Like, how am I even capping that? I don't know, but I am. I'm getting the heavy cover. So, works for me.
Commando squad has been deployed. They're eager.
So I'm going to try to... He's going to have an MG up near mid somewhere.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
I'll get a frag on that, just because...
Victory point.
I actually put his MG up top. It's interesting.
Conditions nominal. Ready to drop.
Awaiting instructions, sir.
I do really need to get healing. I'm not even going to try to fight that, and I shouldn't fight that. I should just retreat that. be smart with my manpower.
Fuel point is being overrun.
Field infirmary done. We can treat the wounded here. Find cover, you dogs!
Commandos, here!
Sappers
I don't
receiving
want to hear
orders.
a fucking word.
So I've had good fuel control. I'm gonna go for Tier 4 next.
The enemy has Section CP
Just gonna
is
blob
taking
this whole
damage.
thing to there, get that grenadier out. He's gonna have a machine gun somewhere. Okay, there it is. So we'll get that up.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Oh,
The enemy has our victory point now. Section command post is under fire.
he's got a 221, but it's kind of late to be honest. Because I have the fuel for Tier 4 now. I just don't quite have the munitions or manpower.
We have sector overrun. The
And get the
enemy
wipe here. Not quite a great grenade, but I think I can still get the wipe. Well, apparently not. I feel like those are 2 wipes this game that I arguably should have had. That I just couldn't get.
sector lost. Repeat. Sector lost.
I almost feel like I should go Humber now because of this 221. But no, he's got the flag, so I am just going to commit to the Tier 4.
Naval blockades are ready to deny the enemy access to key resources.
Actually, I should just skip that fuel.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
We're taking that position.
So I'm going to want to get some mines up. Hopefully stop the cap there.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action. The enemy have taken our territory. Victory point under enemy control.
Doubles out, boys. Company command wants their post here. Sappers reporting.
Commandos here, riggers and rogues,
Sappers on. We're taking that position.
I have plenty of... Well, I guess not plenty of fuel, but I'm close enough to a Crusader. Just gotta
Supplies aren't making
not
it back to
be
HQ.
stupid with my
Lines cut.
manpower losses.
A victory point is being overrun. Victory point belongs to the enemy.
So I think I may have gotten too greedy trying to go Crusader.
Control of all victory
Probably should have just rushed out the early Humber and been happy with it.
Jerry's not giving up without a fight. They're down to 300 points.
In fact, I'm going to turn off
Withholding
my
reinforcements, Commander.
reinforcements because I need to get this Crusader. Okay, he's got a Whirlwind now. So I definitely got too greedy there. Trying to rush out the Crusader. Now I've given up all my map control.
Sappers, ready to destroy some poor bastard's handiwork?
The enemy is pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
But I will have a Crusader now. But now it's like the timing's not even going to be that good because he's got all this
Effector
fuel.
is in enemy control. We shall reinforce in your absence.
You gonna shift some dead weight?
So yeah, definitely misplayed that.
That's far enough.
Commandos, bringing the reinforcements up to speed now.
So we're going to have to focus hard on one side and one side only and just get stabilized here. We got to do it quick
Oil engineers, stop it. No, it's not heat back.
before
We have 200 points remaining.
I drain too far here. Now, hopefully he doesn't.
Beggars are
Yeah,
spending
good.
a few
So
points. Section
oh,
CP is
that's
taking
not good.
damage.
Holy.
Gas station. Crusader.
Well.
No contact.
All right. Lesson learned. Don't get greedy and go Crusader. Just get the Humber or something. Ugh. That was a real throw. A real throw there. Ugh. All right. Let's have a good game here. Oh shoot, this will definitely have to be my last one. So, let's make it a W. All right. Great, I'm DAC. Ah! Oh well. I haven't gotten to play a single game today as either of my main factions, US or VAR.
Bersaglieri are available to aid the cause.
Capture Panzer pioneers standing by. It's ours for the taking.
And I had some pretty big throws. I was casting the low ELO games earlier saying, oh, they're not taking advantage of their early fuel control, and then I did the exact same thing.
Hutchinson on the field.
Capture duties. Treat that flag like your mother hated herself. We have capture duties.
So I maybe should have the bike fight with my guys over here for the combined arms bonus, but I'm going to try to cap this side.
Ready to go. Marco, you have the honors.
Then maybe converge on his cutoff.
Their Salieri are armed and await deployment.
Destination confirmed.
We have captured duties. Cushions of front
I think I will try to converge on his cutoff over here. And so he's got the MG out. Can hopefully still... Okay, still got the decap. Not sure if that's really worth it, though.
Make it quick. Anybody home? Boys, we have
Should...
movement orders.
I guess I don't really need to go for an early
Their
mine.
Salieri are armed and await deployment. Italian infantry are ready to serve.
We're leaving this.
Just gonna be annoying and harass that. Gonna come up here and harass that. This guy's super low health, which is really annoying.
quiet here. Territory secure.
But I might actually come all the way down.
We have captured duties.
Just be really annoying there. I'm gonna try to move to heavy cover where I can, because I know he's got some MGs out. Should have teched that sooner. Just gonna retreat that, and I'm gonna move up on this cutoff here. Now I think he had 2 MGs out before.
Territory sector lost.
Enemy location will be taken. Wait, halt move. What is it?
We're receiving you. Location secured. Can we get back to work now?
Their Salieri are armed and await deployment. Proximity alarm near our victory point. Panzerjäger are reporting in.
Utility vehicle ready. Get on repairs. Whatever it takes.
Capturing
Alright, so cut him off again, which is nice. I also got that fuel, so he's like got no fuel.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
Standing by.
capture the location. Be there in no time. Those resources must be ours.
We get a mine there, I think. I'd really like to get one there. That's super greedy, but if I can get it. I'm assuming he's gonna go for a half track,
Claimed our sector.
and it might hit that right off the get-go.
Research complete. Superior support weapons are available.
Hit a mine there, so he's definitely trying to get my bike. Makes sense.
Bersaglieri ready to go.
Alright, I'm gonna get the flak out shortly here.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
And this might set up over here on this face, yeah. So I can flank that.
Support fueled and ready for deployment.
If he reset, oh yeah, that's dead.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Okay, well that's a nice little victory there.
The enemy has
Okay, and he just gave up there. Okay.
Victory for your record, Commandant.
Yeah, I mean, the queue wasn't that long, but I feel like he was much lower ranked. And he did go for heavy weapons because he's got the assault carrier. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll do one more. It better not be a long one, though. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to be late. It'll be fine, though. My boss is on vacation, and usually, like, 30 to 40 minutes of my day is just... He likes to meet sometime between the time I get there and the time the sword I run starts. And he just talks for like 30 to 40 minutes. And, like, you know, some of it's useful, but I feel like it could be condensed to like 5, maybe 10 minutes. So not having to do that 30 to 40 minute conversation means I can afford to get there a little bit later. I almost think I should have queued as US on a good US game. But it's good to practice the other factions. I do need to work on taking smarter infantry engagements. Like, I was kind of hurting for manpower in each of my last 2 games, even the one I just won. Because I'm not taking super smart engagements all the time. I think this past game, like, it at least made sense because it was giving me good map control and cutting him off from his fuel, but manpower-wise, it wasn't great. Wow. My matchmaking time was already above 2 minutes, and my estimated time dropped from 2 minutes to 1 minute and 47 seconds. How does that happen? How are you going to adjust the estimate to be less time than has already elapsed? Crazy. Crazy. Oh, match found. What do we got? Oh, I'm playing DAC versus US again. Ugh.
Panzer pioneers, grab your gear. We're heading out.
Bersaglieri are available to aid the cause.
Orders acknowledged.
It's as good as ours.
You have orders.
So I like to send my bursts further because they'll sprint there. Gonna have my bike cap this and this, and then probably help push this side.
Krautschützen on the field.
Move up, Panzer pioneers. Commandant, capture duty. Capturing location. On the double.
Oop, I don't think did I even do a good luck have fun last game? Oh my god. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Look at that timing. Cap these both at like the same time. It's beautiful. Love to see it.
You have problems, we have answers.
Okay, we'll get some heavy cover there before I cap.
Secure the location.
We'll get this burst out toward the middle.
Bersaglieri are armed and await deployment.
And I'll try to get the mid VP. I don't really like bringing my bike in first here. Okay. Works out.
Yes, territory secured. Holding the perimeter. What do you need? Those resources must be ours.
Christian, shut it, would you?
Actually, just gonna come up here so I can get some combined arms bonus going. Oh, Weasel. Carrying a machine gun. Interesting. I'm gonna try to focus that down with like everything. I'm gonna try to get behind that.
Desalieri are armed and await deployment.
I'm pretty lucky there, to be honest. Oh man, I left cover there. Nice. That's a pretty good start. A little late getting my tech up. Oh, okay. Well, was that the same guy? I wasn't really paying attention. Was that the same guy? I think that was the same guy. Similar ELO. Alright. One more for real. Oh, that's not what I wanted. For real, the last one now. Let's see what I get. Still haven't played US or Ver. Ooh, match found already. Probably be an even match then, I guess. What faction you like the most? I think US, and that's what I got now. US is... Yeah, US is probably my favorite. That was Dak, right? Yeah, playing against Dak. So probably just gonna go heavy weapons. And I like doing 2 rifle, jeep, rifle, and then into weapon support center and infantry support center against Dak. I think Dak can be hard to play against on this map because of this cutoff, which is actually why now on this map I always try to stay on the same side here. Same with the other side. If I spawn here, I'll try to go up this side because this cutoff, these cutoffs are much harder to access. A good deck snowball on this cutoff can really hurt if you try to get these fuels instead. So he's got a bike over here. Can hopefully might go around that. A little late on that rifleman.
Rifleman ready.
And I'll get a Jeep out next. See, how are they capping? But it'll be a Jeep next I'll get. Now he's coming back up, so he's probably got something with him this time, I would guess. And he has gone for bursts here. Need to keep Mike going around this. We're a little late on my Jeep. Oh no, that's gonna die. That is really not good.
We've lost a scout squad.
But maybe I can put enough pressure to get that with the Jeep when it comes out.
4x4 recon vehicle deployed.
Alright, so at least I got that. So I guess we're kind of even there now.
Rifleman squad deployed.
So now I will try to start capping this stuff over here. I'm gonna go for capture territory here. I want to capture this stuff. And
Infantry support upgrades are en route.
I think I should be able to win this. He's got the 6-man now. Ooh, the grenade.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Jump to it, boys! Crowd infantry! What? Taking fire! Enemy infantry! Fire at will!
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
I almost want to go for a machine gun before
Taking our victory point.
the bazooka, but I feel like that's so risky.
Territory
I'm
point
gonna
is no
try
longer
it.
under our control.
Secure that position!
I'm gonna keep pushing forward here because I can cap that with the Jeep. Those riflemen just dying. I hear a vehicle. It's a flak. Oh, that's a problem. You know, I forgot to even select this.
50 cal heavy machine guns requisitioned to frontline forces. Wilco. Reinforce as required, Commander.
Alright. So I'm getting the AT half track now, which is definitely good. But it's also a little risky because I'm not going to have the bazookas to back it up. Which means a dive from a 250 with a Panzerjäger can be really bad for me. I might have to just rely on making him think I have grenades. Maybe even actually getting grenades would be better.
We can distribute grenades to the frontline men. They pushed us off a sector.
I don't want to dive here because he's probably going to have the Panzerjäger call in. And I feel like I really need healing here.
Reconnect with it.
Ready for deployment, sir.
What do you need? Get on it, fellas. Get ready. Come on. Hold your asses.
I'll get healing. Alright. So, stabilizing a bit now. Feel a bit much better once I have a bazooka on the field.
Assault half-tracks will lead our boys. Orders have been carried out.
Tank destroyer reporting.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Oh my god.
The victory point is under enemy control now.
I might be able to kill that here.
Point. We're losing it. They captured a victory point.
Oh
Half
man.
track is scrapped.
Ah. I suck.
Bazooka squad reporting in. Our opponent
I got
has
too
all victory
greedy.
points
That's
under their control.
I just keep doing
Act
that,
now.
getting greedy.
Keep that formation tight.
Supplies are cut off. We have holes in our front line. Sector lost. No contact.
Move forward! Join your squad! Jump to it, boys! Capture up! Can you handle that, Private? Bazooka team!
The victory point is under attack. We must act. Victory point now under enemy control.
Where the hell did they come from? Private, stand by! Fall back! Go, go, go! Keep your damn head down! We got the works! Go and move! We're on, Jesus! We're gonna get our asses shot!
So I do need that half track, I think.
Territory out of supply. They've cut us off. We have 300 points. Confirmed. You have command points ready to spend. All victory points are under enemy control. Don't half track. Rolling out.
Boy. That was a huge win right there, killing that.
Enemy won't let up. We're down to 250 points.
I'm just gonna cut my losses there. Be happy with it. I think get advanced logistics now.
Improvements to our infantry logistics.
Help out the bleed. So the VPs are definitely a problem right now. I'm gonna shut off that so he doesn't see me in the fog of war.
Fuel point is being lost.
Boys away! Double time, soldiers! Got the word, gentlemen. Pack it up and move! MG, waiting on you. Get ready to advance to contact.
Advanced logistics will reduce the cost. Commander, the enemy holds all victory points. 200 points remaining on our front line. Commander, we've lost a sector.
Kill it. Well, that would have been nice. I do need some engineers.
yours now.
Ooh, that hurts.
M3 tank destroyer. We got the win of March, fellas.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Boys away. Make it happen, fellas.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
New recruits in. Rifles reinforced. Engineers standing by. Locked and loaded. Keep that formation tight. Get on that point.
I think I want another MG.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control. Reports of enemy movement near our victory point. Territory lost. Heavy machine gun has been requisitioned. They have taken our victory point. Resources cut off. We have territory isolated. We have a backlog of command points that need using.
Ooh, alright. Go for another bazooka. Then it's just hold fuel for the Pershing.
Bazooka squad is equipped and ready.
Probably should get some mines down.
Those guns ready. Orders just came in. Grab territory. Skippy, you're up. Let's tackle the Germans. Scouting ahead.
Probably get these back.
Be ready to engage.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it. Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Oh, I could have been a bit quicker on that, huh?
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Get ready to advance. Boys away. Let's get it done, boys. Pack those weapons.
The victory point is under attack. We must act.
He's dead.
It captured a victory point. Command points are available. Enemy movement near a victory
He really doesn't like my Jeep. That much is pretty clear right now, I think. Because he's tried to dive it twice now.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it. Victory point has fallen into enemy control. Supplies are cut off. We have holes in our front line. We have command points waiting for use. Heavy. Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Ooh, did I just lose? I lost my captain.
A victory point is under enemy control now.
Alright, so Pershing will be coming out shortly here.
Territory is being contested. Enemy movement near a victory point. They have taken our victory point.
6 more fuel, which unfortunately is going to be really slow to come in. Because I'm like completely cut off here. Oh shoot, I lost the bazooka. That's really not good.
We have 100 points remaining. Territory lost. And M26 Pershing is
All right.
entering your command. Only 75 points left for us. Here we go.
He's gonna sacrifice his Savior Sword for that. Oh, I hope that was worth it for him.
We have a surplus of command points.
heavy weapon teams are being drilled at rapid reposition training as we speak. Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
I think I'll get another bazooka here.
Bazooka squad, reporting in. We've taken them down to 300 points, Commander.
And I'll get a machine gun here. Okay. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Pershing is broken. And that's about it. I mean, he's still definitely, like, had a chance to win that game. I don't know why he went double Stug instead of Tiger. Like, I don't think he should have been pop capped. Maybe he felt like he needed something now, but I mean, he had the VPs. I think going Tiger would have been a lot better for him than double Stug. But the Pershing is just busted. Granted, like, I'm not even sure the Pershing really did too much at the end. Like, it forced him away a couple times, but really it was like the 50 cals and the bazookas that really started pulling the weight. Yeah, Nikolai, he did have a chance. I think he threw in the towel too early, but maybe just playing against the Pershing is annoying, which I understand. It kind of is annoying. But yeah, that's all I have time for today. Back up to 1282. I just need to, like, win one big game, and I'm 1300. And then I can't even get 1200 with Dak. Anyway. Yeah, it seemed like he still had a firm grip. Yeah, I think he definitely, like, he had a huge VP lead. So even if I control the VPs the majority of the time, he only has to drain me. It was like 80 more VPs or something. So the pressure was really on me, not him at that point, I think. Yeah, I don't know why he went double Stug instead of Tiger, though. Maybe he was struggling for manpower, didn't feel like he was going to be able to get the 700 manpower or whatever you need for a Tiger. Yeah, fuel. Yeah, look how much more fuel he had than me. He was just dominating the flanks with those bursts. But I just barely had enough fuel to get that Pershing out. Since that's, yeah. Wish they would just, like, do something about the Collins. Like, I'm able to skip all my teching and just get a Pershing out, even though, like, by all accounts, he played the better game than I did, right? He got almost 200 more fuel than me. He had almost 200 more VPs than me. But then I'm just able to hold, like, all I have to do is not lose the game and get the Pershing out. And then I'm back in it, even though he was playing the rest of the game better than I was. So, yeah. Kind of feels bad, like, having stuff like that in the game. But it's not like the devs don't know about it. So, hopefully they do something about it. And if they don't, I guess this is the kind of gameplay they want, which, I don't know about that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I gotta get ready for work. We'll see you next time.